Okay, this one's an upper thoracic rotational exercise. So it's working with both rotator cuffs, it's working in your neck, your entire spine down to your sacrum, doing a really beautiful 180-degree twist of the spine, but really starting to unlock the thoracic, the upper thoracic, and unwind the neck. Again, it's a long-term exercise. The longer you go, the better it gets. The more, your body starts to really enjoy you doing this. It becomes a euphoric, really let go moment. And over time, the important thing about these exercises is not about achieving them. You don't need to get through them to the very end. You might want to do it the first time just to see what happens in the full rotation of it, to see where your resistances lie. But ultimately, this is a passive exercise, learning about what you are doing, why you are doing it, and the reactive state of the body when you go into certain movements or certain areas in the rotation of it. You'll feel yourself activate. And it's learning to come short of that activation when you're aware of it, to come back before it happened, and then focus on just relaxing there for a little bit and then slowly, incrementally coming forward, and extending where that activation will come in. So in time, you teach the body not to activate, that you're in charge, you're in control, you don't need the activation, and you're asking it to drop the stories and get out of the way and start to returning to that natural state. So it's a long-term thing, and it's about going as slow as you can, using as little energy as possible, using the core of the body as your power, and in rolling the torso around, and I'll show you that. Um, and so just being, gentle and kind to yourself. It's not about achieving anything. So lying on the ground again, always better to lie on the ground because you can't fall. Your body knows where you are. You feel safe and supported. You do it on both sides. We're going to do the one side first, and then that's basically just the opposite to the opposite side. Be comfortable. If you need a support under your neck, get one. In time, you won't. And just it's awareness of the body. Okay, so lying on your side, bringing your knees up so you're supported, 90 degrees out. And I don't use a pillow. I sort of don't now anymore. I did start with one originally. So palms together. You sort of even just lying here, just starting to return to the breath. So deep breath into the stomach, expand the stomach, let the diaphragm come in. Reach that peak, relaxing the jaw, opening the throat and the airway. Deep in. Just surrender that breath out. You don't need to breathe out. Just let the breath come out on its own. Remembering those at a session, you'll know that how we work with that is that the breath is a language to the body. It's an instruction set to say to the body that we are safe here. And we're asking the body to return from a protective mode into a healing mode. And you can feel it. It's tangible. When you surrender that breath out, we're saying we're safe. Short, shallow breathing or controlling your breath is really a trauma response. It's fight or flight response, saying to be ready, to be on alert. So your body stays in heightened alert, protection mode. We want to shift that. Just returning to the point that we're in charge here. Nothing is happening in this moment. You are safe, you're well, you're in your home, it's your sanctuary. Just learn to be mindful of the weight of your body. Let the body fall in on itself. Let gravity win, surrender. Gravity is what we fight to hold on to our stories and our old ways. And they're not present. We're okay right here, right now. So even if this is all you do for a while, just lie in this place and just let go, surrender, allow yourself the possibility of just of being safe and relaxing. I've had many people just fall asleep here. That's great. Doesn't matter. It's not about achieving anything here. Just letting go. So moving to the next step, we're moving with the core of our body. Okay, so this is the focus here. It's not about moving the arms. It's extending them for sure, but I'm just rolling my torso forward, which extends my arm. And what happens is I get a nice little stretch through here, nice awareness of tension that can just leave. And then again, I just return to breath and just drop. Again, doesn't matter how long you stay here. Use it, you'll start to really enjoy the experience. It's easy, you let go, you can feel the tension ease. I'm not going to hang out too long, so we want this video not to be too long. So again, returning to the core, focus on the core of your body and simply rolling your body back. Bring your arm with you until you just extend the bit the other way. Same thing, stop,
I can feel tension in my neck, so I'm just going to let my neck find its own little neutral place here, allowing the upper body, my shoulder, to fall in on itself, just focusing. I'm scanning through my body, recognizing any tension I'm holding anywhere, breathing into that place, just letting it all soften and relax. Nothing I need to do really, just lie here, be present, be aware. What we're going to do now, again, hang out here as long as you like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to moving forward. I'm going to bring my torso again forward. That's going to then push my arm, hands together. Now, what we're going to do here is simply roll the hand over. The natural articulation of the shoulder is as we roll backwards, which is where we're going to go, the arm will articulate on its own. It doesn't need help. It will naturally roll over, okay? This is where many of you are going to find that your tension is going to be in the shoulders, whereas as you start to articulate, your arm will start to lift up, which means you're holding here, okay? And this is the point of saying moving back. So if I roll the shoulder over here and I've got no tension, but as I start to move, the tension comes in, well, I just go back to where there was no tension and I wait and I relax, and it doesn't matter how long I hang out here. And eventually I'm just going to have the focus on my core, drag a bit, and if nothing's happening, I'm just going to keep going. And as soon as I get tension, as soon as I feel it come in, I stop and I go back again. Now, initially you might want to just go all the way around just to see where do you hold, how can you lift. Don't force anything, just let the natural roll happen, because where we're going to be going is we're going to follow our hand with our eyes. We're going to lose sight of it up here somewhere, that's okay, but we're doing a nice extension of the neck that is passive. It's not under weight or load. It's just a nice gentle roll over, and we're coming the other way where we've now got a nice 180-degree twist of the spine. That's again passive. It's all fully supported. I'm facing the other way, looking at my hands. There's a slight gap that's happened in my legs, which I have tension through my hips and rotator, my flexors here. Over time, you know, that does come down. I haven't done this for a while, so I've got some tension there. Again, we hang out as long as you need to, as long as you like to. Just really learn to enjoy this connection you're having with your body and the presence of the moment. You know, this is the whole point, learning to be in partnership with yourself. Your body is your greatest ally. It's here to support you. So work together. And it feels good. That's the body talking to you, saying, yes, please, let's do this. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm going to come back now, again focusing on the core. This is going to be a bit of a challenge on this shoulder. I'm going to roll my head back first, focusing on my arm. And I'm simply going to start rolling my body forward. Now, there'll be a tendency you want to lift your arm. Try to avoid that over time, okay? Let the arm be heavy. You're going to feel the stretch, feel the pull. And I'm just rolling my hand forward. See, I get to a point here that really feels great. So I'm just trying to focus on, you can see me drop the tension out of my core there. Just let the arm hang for a minute. Just slowly come over. My hand's stuck on the table. And just let it flop down. And then we just do it again. We try to do it about 3 times. So again, we just roll forward. The extension will be as long as you like, doesn't matter. I'm just going to go through it a bit now. So it's forward, back, all passive, trying to be aware of your body's tension. Find those neutral places, and then just rolling back and around. You start to extend that movement. Over time, you'll start to find it'll be a lot easier. You'll start to get a lot more fluid movement through it. So be patient, be kind with yourself. About 3 times each side, then roll over and do the other side. And again, it doesn't matter if you don't get there in one session. It just doesn't matter. It's just a time thing. You'll find even after a couple of weeks, when you lie to do this, you lie down, you immediately let go. It feels fantastic. Your body goes, yes, please, I know this space. This is what we want. You're setting up a pattern that is positive, that works to your best interests. And then you can use this further into your life, into your world. You know, just by thinking about lying on the ground, you'll start to have that image, and the body will recognize the image of what you're asking, and you'll immediately drop into this place. All right? So very easy, always stay within the limits. Don't hurt yourself. If pain is there, come away from it. All right? Come in short of it, and then start to explore just the edges of it. Why are you in what's happening with that. If you can't do the movements, certainly don't force anything. This is about being passive, listening to the body and slowly exploring the expansion and the surrender of the stories and the old ways that you've been holding on to for so long, and then learning to just drop them through. Good luck.